So to turn in these snips, notice it's plural. There are 2 snips that need to be turned in, but of the same My Favorite Assets folder. So one of them you'll note is the dimensions snip, so that column must be visible. And this will be the first time I ask for what your pictures really look like. I'm not asking for the pictures, just a thumbnail version. So the first one is the standard details view and then a large thumbnails. It is very important, so I put important. This time when you save it, you're going to change it from PNG to JPEG, and I'll show you how to do that. The first one's going to look like this, and then the second one will look like this. Notice it's 5 and 5 and 3. That makes it very easy for me to tell at a glance that there are 13 things in this folder, and they are not Photoshop files. So let's take a look at what that is. So right here, we've got everything, and you were supposed to copy and paste your 9 selected images, not the alternates, just the 9 you plan to use, and then the 4 titles. So let's look in the My Favorite Assets folder, where I have 1 through 9 images, and then 4 titles. They are PNG titles. So you may need to export still, but you need to go ahead and do that so you've got those 4. If you don't remember how to get the dimensions column here, go back to week 2. Week 2 has the instructions for the details view. It's as simple, however, as just right-clicking on any one of those. And now that you've been doing dimensions for a while, it's probably on the short list here. And now you can do that. So I'm not asking for comments. I just need to see the dimensions. You'll notice that these 4 are 1920 by 1080 because they're exactly the size of our video. We won't be zooming in or out or anything like that with these titles, but you do need to have them. So that's 13 files. Let me go ahead and run the snip tool. Make sure and include the address up here at the top so I can see that My Favorite Assets is inside your project folder. Include those pictures. So we're going to save this, File, Save As, to our Scratch folder. This is a one-time use thing, so it's not actually going in our project. So it doesn't go in the project folder. And what should we call it? Well, let's go back to the assignment. You can see that the date, dimension snip, and your name is an appropriate name. So I'm going to Control-C copy, go back to the snip, and paste. And right here is where you can change it. By default, it's been PNG this whole time. You can see the last name there. Do not change this file extension on your files or it won't know what kind of picture it is. And switch it to JPEG. I'll go ahead and save that and go back to File Explorer and get the other view. So you need the view, and this time instead of details, we're going to go with the extra large icons. You'll see that I have my details pane open here, which means I need to make these a little bit smaller in order to fit 5, 5, and 3. Now to zoom in and out on something like this or a web page, hold down Control and just scroll your mouse wheel. And it can make them smaller and bigger and do it until you get 3 of them by themselves. You can see the 9 images and then 4 titles. If you don't have the details pane on, you will have to zoom in a little more to get that same view. Let's go ahead and snip it. Just click on New. Once again, start just above the address and get all 13 of the pictures. And let's save that one. File, Save As, to your Scratch folder. And I'm finding that I actually have to copy and then immediately paste it with no in-between steps. You'll notice I'm starting at the end and going forward to the beginning. You'll find that makes it a lot easier. And I will paste that. It is a JPEG. And of course, you put your name in there, okay? And now those 2 files are the ones that you're going to add to this assignment.